Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you, first year class? Dear students, I say welcome all of you to my English class. And students, in today's lecture, we shall study our poem number 6, that is a Sindhi woman. And this poem is written by Jayan Stalwarty. And if you remember, our previous poem that was in the street of fruit stalls, it was also composed by Jayan Stalwarty. Okay, dear students, in this poem, the author, the poet, he gives us a message that work is a very essential part of our life. It keeps us, you can say, strong and vigilant. So he pays tribute to a working woman in this poem. ठीक है, जो working woman है बेटा उसको tribute पेश करता है. He says that an idle man will soon decay, and works keeps a person strong and vigilant. Works gives rhythm to life. Okay, so he also the poem also portrays realistically the slums of Karachi in a few words. Okay, beta, as the title of the poem shows that a Sindhi woman. So you know that Sindh is our fourth, that is our province, a very big province, and students, Karachi is a very big city of you can say Sindh. So he gives and all of us are quite aware that what is the condition of Karachi right now. Okay, na? So he gives a very realistic picture of the Karachi slums, that how the women, how the people of those areas, how they are living their life in that particular areas. So, and how the women who perform their duties, that are their household duties, how do they do it, ठीक है, किस तरह से काम करती हैं. So the poet is very much impressed by the Sindhi women, that in spite the burden of life, ठीक है, in spite the burden of life, she remains erect, she remains strong. ठीक है, तो वो कहते हैं कि बर्डन ऑफ लाइफ है, उसने उसको जो है ना बिल्कुल भी वीक नहीं किया. बट इंस्टेड एज कंपेयरिंग सिंधी वुमेन, द पोइट ही इज़ वेरी मच, यू कैन से his you can say his जो उसकी बेटा बैकबोन है, ठीक है, it is bending down with the responsibilities, because he is not facing his responsibilities very realistically, very courageously, ठीक है, very actively like a Sindhi woman. So in the end, in the last stanza, he compares himself with the Sindhi women. ठीक है बेटा, उसको सिंधी women के साथ अपने आप को कंपेयर करता है. So let's start stanza number 1. Barefoot through the bazaar, and with the same undulant grace, as the cloth blown back from her face, she glides with a stone jar high on her head, and not a ripple in her tread. So very beautifully, dear students, look at this stanza, how beautifully the poet, he has, you can say, given us a picture of a Sindhi woman, that she is passing through barefooting. ठीक है, mean to say her foot are bare, there is no shoe in her foot. So look at the poverty of that woman, कि वो कितने गरीब है, they can't afford even a pair of shoes for themselves. So through the bazaar, she is passing through the bazaar barefooted, and with the same undulant. But undulant mean वेव लाइकिंग, ठीक है, जैसे एक मोजदार घटा की तरह होती है, लचकदार होती है. एंड विद द सेम अनड्यूलेंट ग्रेस, देयर इज़ अ ग्रेस, देयर इज़ अ ब्यूटी, देयर इज़ अ डिग्निटी इन हर वॉक. एज द क्लोथ ब्लॉन बैक फ्रॉम हर फेस, ब्लॉन मतलब जो जैसे वो चल रही है तो यू नो दैट दे कवर देयर हेड, ठीक है ना. सो कहते हैं कि जैसे कपड़ा जो है वो ब्लॉन बैक फ्रॉम हेड, जैसे जो उसका जो दुपट्टा है या उसका स्कार्फ है, इट इज़ गेटिंग बैक फ्रॉम हर फेस. शी ग्लाइड्स विद अ स्टोन जार. Glides mean बेटा move smoothly, ठीक है, she glides mean move smoothly with a stone jar. She has put a stone jar on her head, and she is moving, her tread is very smooth and very elegant, high on her head, and not a ripple in her tread. बेटा there is no ripple हम किसको कहते हैं कि उसकी जो है कोई डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं है, ठीक है ना, उसकी ट्रेड में, उसकी वॉक में there is no disturbance at all. So beta, how beautifully she is going on. So beta, first of all, look at the reference to the context, and then I will explain this stanza. Okay, reference. These lines have been taken from the poem A Sindhi Woman, written by Jayan Stalwarty. ठीक है बेटा, I have prepared this for you so that it is easier for you to follow it. Context: the poet shows a woman laborer who passes through the bazaar with a heavy jar on her head. She is quite at ease with her load, and there is no ripple in her walk. The poet observes that only those who bear the burden and hardships of life are strong and straight. So you can use this context in both stanzas. There are two stanzas in this poem, and you will first of all, when you attempt this question, you will write reference, then context, and then explanation. Okay, so come back to the first stanza, beta. Okay, how you will explain this stanza? That these lines, in these lines, the poet present a vivid scene of Kharaj Islam. In this line, the poet shows, beta वो sorry मैंने second का बोल दिया था. In these lines, the poet shows a woman laborer who passes through the bazaar with a heavy jar on her head. ठीक है, barefoot through the bazaar. She is a laborer, काम करने वाली है. ठीक है, काम करती हैं. Laborer who passes through the bazaar with a heavy jar on her head. She is quite at ease and with the same undulant grace. ठीक है, he is saying that she is quite at ease with her load and there is no ripple in her walk. अब बेटा मैं थ्रू आउट पूरा करूँगी क्योंकि मैंने आपको लाइन्स एक्सप्लेन कर दी हैं. तो हम कह सकते हैं कि शी इज़ क्वाइट at ease with her load and there is no ripple in her walk. The weight doesn't make her walk uneasy in any way. ठीक है बेटा, she walks with as much grace and rhythmic movement as the cloth that is blown back from her face by the wind that blows. जैसे बेटा रिदम के साथ चल रही है, उस तरह से हवा जो है वो उसके जो चेहरे पे कपड़ा है उसको बार बार हटा रही है. The rhythm and flow in the tread of the Sindhi woman suggest a positive attitude even in the most adverse conditions. ठीक है ना. As the poet watches all this, he comes to the conclusion that those who carry a weight upon their heads walk more erectly and uprightly than those who, like the poet, have no burden of life and who suffer from a slight stoop. ठीक है बेटा. So we can say that she is keeping the burden of the life she is walking smoothly. She is walking smoothly. Her backbone is not bent down with the burden of life. Okay, so we can say that the poet, he is getting an idea from that woman that in spite of the heavy burden of responsibilities, she remains erect, and this is the, you can say, strength of a person. That if you are surrounded by so much burden of life but you still remain confident and you can say courageous and hardworking, so it won't let you any harm. ठीक है ना. Okay, so come to next stanza. जी बेटा, stanza number 2. Watching her cross erect stones, garbage, excrement and crumbs of glass in the Kharaj Islam, I with my stoop reflect. They stand more straight who learn to walk beneath a weight. Okay बेटा, so look at it कि वो पोइट क्या कह रहा है. Watching her cross erect. Erect mean बेटा upraised या straight, सीधा बिल्कुल. Now she is walking like a straight women. ठीक है, बिल्कुल स्ट्रेट होकर चल रही है. स्टोन्स, गार्बेज, एक्सक्रीमेंट. बेटा एक्सक्रीमेंट क्या होते हैं? वेस्ट मैटर, फिल्ड, ये जो भी गंद वगैरह जो है पड़ा होता है. गार्बेज का आपको पता है, कूड़ा वगैरह. एंड क्रम्स. क्रम्स मीन बेल्ट्स या फ्रेगमेंट्स. ठीक है, जो टुकड़े किरचियाँ वगैरह पड़ी होती ग्लास की, उसको हम क्रम्स कहते हैं. और ग्लास इन द Kharaj Islam. आई विद माई स्टूप. स्टूप मीन बेंट पोस्चर, मीन कि कमर जो है ना उसकी वो झुक गई हुई है. दे स्टैंड मोर स्ट्रेट वो लर्न टू वॉक बीनीथ अ वेट. सो बेटा व्हाट इज़ द पोइट सेइंग इन दिस पोइम? That first of all we will say that he is giving us a picture, a vivid picture, a vivid scene of the Kharaj Islam. ठीक है ना. How, what kind of the condition of that area? That the path is uneven and strewn with stones, dirt, filth, excrement and pieces of broken glass. इस तरह की बेटा चीज़ें पड़ी हैं. स्टोन्स, गार्बेज, एक्सक्रीमेंट. मीन टू से these things they show obstacles, they show hurdles in the way of the Sindhi woman. उसके रास्ते में बेटा hurdles हैं. ठीक है ना. सो ये hurdles जो है they are not just you can say stone or garbage. Hurdles can be the circumstances. Hurdles can be the people who create disturbance for other people. बेटा हर्डल्स तो बहुत तरह की हो सकती है ना, ठीक है. सो द पोएट इज सेइंग दैट दीज आर दे आर जस्ट ऑब्स्टेकल्स, ठीक है, इन हर वे. एंड बट in spite of being fearful of such hurdles, she walks through them with unmatched grace and balance. Unmatched grace है बेटा उसका. और she walks, her walk is very balanced walk. She is carrying a heavy load on her head, but she is quite straight. How beautifully the poet explains that beta. The poet meditates and sees his own stooping gait with the majestic deportment of the woman. He is comparing, like he's saying that I, with my stoop, reflect. I mean to say that now he is looking at him, that he is bending down. Okay, but as compared to the women, she is facing a lot of problems. She is facing a lot of hurdles in her way as compared to the poet, but she still remains erect, she still remains straight, and her walk is undulant. There is no ripple in her walk. So we can say that he comes to the conclusion that poverty and weight of life do not in any way affect the uprightness of human character. I mean to say they don't affect us, they can't affect us if we are strong enough. अगर हम strong हैं तो ये जो चीज़ें हैं they can't have any effect on us. The poet also tells us that a man can live with dignity and grace even under trials and tribulations of life. बेटा जितने भी circumstances हैं, so what is the message that we get, that if we want, we can overcome all these problems and difficulties and hardships of life if we are strong within, like a Sindhi woman. He is giving us this character just to convey us the message that man should be, you can say, reluctant. उसको जो है वो confident और जो है वो courageous होना चाहिए in the face of all the problems and burdens of life. This is the beauty of life बेटा. So everybody has problems in his life. ऐसा नहीं कि किसी को कोई मसला ना हो, but it is the beauty of human character, that how he handles, how beautifully and how gracefully he handles all these problems and all these burdens of life, like a Sindhi woman who is a very poor, you can say, woman, that she is walking barefooted. She even have deprived of the basic necessities of life, but she remains happy and graceful, and there is a dignity in her walk. Look at her beta. So this is the purpose of the poetry, that in spite of all the poverty and misery, a person, a man, a woman, they should be strong and they should face all the problems happily. So beta, this is the poem, and he very beautifully narrates all his, you can say, messages, explains all the themes and messages that he wants to convey. And I hope all of you have very well understood this poem, this beautiful poem beta. I like it very much, and I hope you will also like it. You will love the character that the poet is presenting, that is Sindhi woman. So dear students, remember me in your prayers, and if you have any problem, you can ask me. Okay beta, so I will tell you, I will explain it in my next lecture. So till tomorrow, stay blessed and Allah Hafiz.